Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video, and today I'm here with
Lego my Django.
And today we're going to be doing the second episode of the Clone Wars review. And in this episode, we are going to be reviewing the 6 episodes, seasons 1, episodes 2 through 7, which are in order: Rising Malevolence, Shadow of Malevolence, Destroy Malevolence, Rookies, Downfall of a Droid, and Duel of the Droids. Those are the episodes we're going to be reviewing today. So with that being said, let's get straight into this. So, season 1, episode 2, Rising Malevolence. What do you think of it?
First of all, I think you missed Rookies, like for the title call.
No, I didn't. I said Rookies.
Okay, I don't know why I bought it on my head for me, but yeah, Rising Malevolence. I thought it was pretty interesting. It was like it introduces a new concept and whatnot. So, I felt like though that the idea of the ion cannon was it was very reminiscent of the Death Star. I guess it is.
I guess for me, this episode, I'm trying to remember. Was this the one with where Plo Koon got stuck out in the? It was, wasn't it?
Yeah, I
It was
believe
at the-
so.
Yeah.
I'm literally
Rising
I'm looking back at it.
I'm pretty sure this. I think though, Rising Malevolence is probably the weakest out of the 6 episodes we're reviewing today, and I do think that, the episodes get better from here on out. Like.
Yeah, it was the Plo Koon episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think we already know who's the goat here. Like which episode's the goat here.
And when I rewatched it, we were on call, weren't we? When after doing another video, which you guys might see in the future, but we were talking, and I said, "Hey, Wolf is actually in this episode."
Yeah, and I saw
you,
him.
You were like, "What?" Yeah, and it turns out he is. Like, bro.
Yeah, because
he
like
called the guy in the Admiral outfit Wolf.
It's kind of weird to think that
Weird.
because he was a commander, right? He wasn't a commando. So.
Yeah, he's commander. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say he was a commander, not a commander, like not a commando. But yeah, it's kind of funny seeing him. I was thinking they probably just renamed clones, but for something like a wolf, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, they wouldn't waste Wolf away like that easily.
Just wait, they have like 5 other wolves.
It's like 5. Hey, then they could be the proper wolf pack. Okay, that was a bad joke.
Yeah.
Okay, so
yeah.
Not really much to say about this episode. I liked the variation in battle droids. General Grievous was awesome as always. And something I noticed is these 6 episodes mainly revolve around General Grievous, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, which we don't see a lot of him, so I mean, like, it gives us more of a thing for him.
Yeah.
I liked
but Plo Koon was pretty awesome.
The thing I really liked was that this episode didn't, like, they took a lot of risks with a lot of these deaths. Like, in a sense where, like, you know how the 2, I don't know what they're called, but, you know, when, like, I'm guessing they're generals, but they're the clones that have, like, the more attire of a general. Like, when those 2 were in the pod, they were on the stress call, and then they got blasted out by the what are they called anyway? They just death droids.
Flying space droids.
Yeah, those. Yeah. It's funny. I'm trying to remember and like. But
I thought that was pretty interesting. I mean, I have to say this episode was brutal though. Like, it had me on the edge of my seat. Like, although I knew Plo Koon was gonna survive, I was like, "Yo, this is intense."
You're trying to remember, but for me, like, I thought it was a pretty interesting concept because of Plo Koon being there. It's a lot like, you know how Yoda was there and, like, he developed with the clones as well. Like, Plo Koon developed with those clones. And I believe it's like Wolf, I think, wasn't he a part of Wolfpack? Like, Plo Koon's clone troops or something?
I'm pretty sure you know how Anakin kind of commands the 501st, Obi-Wan is the 212th Battalion. I think Plo Koon does lead the Wolfpack. Like, he's the Jedi.
Yeah, but I didn't know if Wolf was actually in it. I was trying to remember.
Yeah. Well, yeah, so, I mean, there's not really much to say about this episode. Anything else to add, really?
Yeah, it's kind of I mean, it's a good idea, but it's kind of bland at the same time.
Yeah, it wasn't the most exciting episode. Don't get me wrong, this was a good episode, but I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10 because of just how many better episodes there are. Like,
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of give it like in general, we don't see a lot of Plo Koon much. Like we see him explode in the prequels. That's it. So I mean, it's like I feel like this episode gives him more of a personality, kind of like with like how other Jedi are used. But I'd probably give this episode a 6.5. Just because of Plo Koon and Wolf in there.
yeah.
But yeah.
So that was episode 2. So season 1, episode 3, Shadow of Malevolence. I think this one was a little bit better. I do think the Malevolence finale is the best one, but I still think this is cool because I'm pretty sure it's the first time continuity wise. Once again, continuity. that word is back. We get to see Anakin versus Grievous, like in like a space battle, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
I feel like in this episode there's a lot more stakes than most of the other episodes we review. Like in a sense, like it's like they're not just going after like some hidden intel, or like they're not like trying to protect certain intel. They're trying to protect like wounded clones. It's like that's in general, it's just a cool idea for something like that because it's like we've never seen something like that, or besides Camino.
Oh yeah, and that comes later down the line. I can't wait to review that episode. Damn, such a good episode. Any episode with Babs and Echo, I'm telling you.
Along with 99. God.
No, 99.
But yeah.
But yeah, no. The stakes were very high in this episode. It was cool that they brought in the clone. What's it called the
medical bay.
The medical outpost.
Yeah, medical outpost.
The medical base. And it was cool, and Grievous going after that. It's a ballsy move, but also the stakes were high, and I did like Anakin, Ahsoka, everyone. So, I mean, that's all I really have to say about that episode. I mean, yeah.
I mean, I feel like there was a comedic moment towards like the I believe it was the middle of the episode when they were going through the nebula and like Anakin was explaining where he got it from, and then this like Plo Koon's like we gotta get out of here now. Just because of the giant creatures in there. Like it's a smuggler's route. Huh?
Yeah, I like the clones a lot. I thought they had a lot of banter, and I thought it was funny.
R.I.P. Matchstick. I was trying to remember the ones that died. I think there was only like 2, but
yeah. But yeah, I mean, rating wise, once again, I'd probably give it a 6 out of 10, just because there's so much more better episodes. It's better than Rising Malevolence, but like I'd still give it a 6 probably.
Just wait, all the ratings you give for anything for Malevolence is gonna be a 6.
Oh no, we haven't got to destroy Malevolence yet.
Yeah, it was kind of funny.
Don't worry,
Before I say my rating, it was kind of funny. So at the end of the episode, when I was watching it, when I watched it, I was like, I realized I was watching Shadow of Malevolence. I was like, what are they supposed to destroy? I mean, isn't Malevolence destroyed? Because I thought Malevolence was the ion cannon.
Oh, okay.
I thought that was Malevolence. I was like, whoa, wait, Malevolence is the ship. Yeah. I just had a retard moment. But
it's kind of like what they're calling the whole situation,
not
the actual ship. But okay.
Yeah, I thought it was a ship, but I thought it was the ion cannon. But anyway, I'd probably give this episode. I feel like it had more of a higher stakes rather than. I really like the idea that there's like multiple like medical outposts for clones, and just like how much stakes the Kaminoans had to take within this. And I like seeing the clones in different situations, like going through a nebula, or like them being leaders of a medical post,
Yeah.
But
yeah.
So I'd probably give this a 7.
Oh, okay then, 7, right?
I'm gonna be the generous one out of here.
Season 1, episode 4, Destroy Malevolence.
Yep.
Oh boy, this was a good episode. I like this because it had everything. You know, we had Padme. We got to see an Anakin and Padme moment. We got to see General Grievous versus Obi-Wan. We got to see just Obi-Wan being a badass and trolling General Grievous. We got to see General Grievous abusing droids. The whole ship comes down. It's freaking awesome. I just love everything about this episode. It's so good.
Yeah, that's kind of funny. Fun fact: they actually made this episode into a level in the Clone Wars video game.
Oh, they did. Yeah, no, they did as well.
Did the Lego Clone Wars one? Yeah.
Yep. I do remember that playing that game. It was a good game. But yeah.
Yeah, but
that's yeah. I don't really know what to say about this episode. I liked everything about it. The one problem I may have is just I don't know. I don't really have a problem with it. It's just good. It's entertaining.
I thought it was like in this series they gave us a lot of new battle droids. I really like how they were doing that, in a sense.
Yeah.
It's like, you know how they're giving us, can't remember the names at all. The ones with jetpacks that were killing the clones, but then they're also giving us fire droids and whatever. So yeah, that's interesting. Yeah. But
I thought the banter was good.
The what? Is it what?
I thought the banter was good again with the droids.
Oh yeah, the banter. Yeah, it's it's kind of funny how like even some of them already know. Like when they see a Jedi, they're like, "Don't shoot." It's like, I remember there was one of them. It's like, I think it was there was 3 of them, and then like Obi-Wan and Anakin were like on the transport. I think like the other thing that General Grievous was on when he went to Padme's ship, and then it's like. It's like, it's a Jedi fire. It's like don't. And then the one droid was still there. Say, I told you.
I told you it was the Jedi.
Yeah. So yeah, what do you give this episode?
I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. Now, the reason I know I said there's nothing wrong with this episode, but the reason I don't give it the extra 2 is because even though there's nothing wrong with it, I still say there are more entertaining episodes for me personally. That's personally based off what I think of other episodes as well. It depends what other people think, but on an entertainment level, that deduces it to an 8 because there are a lot more entertaining episodes. If I could give an honest, really, what I'd give it if it was just a standalone thing, I'd give it a 10. Honestly, I would. But there's so many more episodes that are actually better than this.
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna be thinking a lot more.
So I would probably say with this episode, it's kind of funny because you're aiming pretty high. I'd probably say that this episode deserves like maybe an 8.5, to be honest.
Damn.
Just because of the fact that we see more of Grievous, you know. It's just and the Master of Trolling returns.
Obi-Wan, the Master of Trolling.
Yeah, that video's. But
man, if you've seen that video, you know what we're saying. Right, here we go. The best episode of the bunch on this review. Season 1, Episode 5. Rookies, Domino Squad's back, baby. Let's do this.
But sadly, the casualties.
Oh yeah, no. Droid Bait dies. Sarge dies. Cut-Up dies. Heavy dies.
The funny part is, I truly didn't think that that Sarge was actually a part of Domino Squad. I thought he was just a random clone there. He wasn't?
A part of Domino Squad.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I didn't think it was a part of it, but yeah, so like,
oh, really?
I didn't think. Oh no, like not a part of Domino Squad, you know?
Oh no, he's not. But yeah, he was basically the commander of Domino Squad. That's who Domino Squad got put under.
Oh yeah, because they're all rookies, so they can't handle themselves. But
then he's like one of the first people to die. So like, bro.
Yeah, it's kind of funny how like their deaths are very ironic.
Oh yeah. Very.
Yeah, so basically it's like this episode has gotten a lot of action, a lot of perspective on like what the clones have to deal with. I feel like it's kind of funny how it goes from like more of a comedic standpoint at the beginning with the clones just like joking about how there's no action, you know?
Oh yeah, and Heavy's all like, oh look, nothing.
All clear.
Like 2 times.
It's kind of funny because it's like So remember the last line, it's like, the Heavy always did hate this place. It's just,
Oh yeah, he blows it all like.
yeah. In this episode, it's like, I feel like also a cool advantage with this episode is just because of Cody and Rex.
Oh yeah, this Cody and Rex are a big part of this episode. Yes, Domino's was in it, but Cody and Rex, like boy, Cody and Rex is like the really good characters, and this episode I don't really think we get to see them a lot together, and we're lucky this first season to get Cody and Rex together, because not many episodes in the future, especially going to like the Phase 2 armor, kind of era of the Clone Wars, we never really get to see them together and working together. This first season, we get a lot of them, and I think this is one of the episodes that really explores their relationship. And even though technically Cody is a higher ranking soldier than Rex, Rex is still more of a leader than Cody is, and Cody will listen to Rex's orders. Like, I think that's really, really cool. And, that them two just working together. They're almost like they're equals, And
Yeah.
And then Anakin and Obi-Wan are having a banter about who's better, Cody or Rex.
Yes.
Anakin's all like, oh, well, Cody's probably boring Rex with his protocol.
So Cody's probably killed because of what recklessness of Rex does. But
yeah, I thought that was cool.
Just like, I think it's also kind of funny where Cody doubts Rex at times, It's like they have trust, but it comes to a point.
Yeah, Rex just shoots one of the clones in the head, and Cody's like, what are you doing? And he just pulls off his commando droid.
I was more like going towards the fact of Rex trying to like use a droid head to like get in, but he's like, because Cody's all like, this isn't gonna work. He's already like doubting him.
This is never gonna work. Rex is just like bobbing it up like, Roger.
Roger. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, this episode, I gotta say, it has a lot of depth. I really like the fact that it's not afraid to kill off characters, which Rebels does.
Yeah. I think that's one of the Clone Wars' peaks, which I'm just gonna mention real quick, because if you guys don't know, we have limited time to record this episode.
Yes,
so I'm
we
gonna
do.
mention real quick. I think that one of the things that Clone Wars does, which makes it stand out apart from Rebels and probably this new Resistance show, because this is under Disney, is it's not afraid to kill off characters. Yes, you can't kill off Anakin, you can't kill off Obi-Wan, obviously, but it kills off characters like important clones. It kills off important clones all the time. It kills off Jedi that we don't even know of, but that's still a bold move. You're killing a Jedi, so
Yeah.
And they show it as well, which is something Rebels never does. If you've noticed, Rebels never shows the death. It cuts away as soon as they get shot or they blow up. So
Yeah.
I think that's good.
Even with the Sith Inquisitor, I'm just gonna say this right now. Even with the whatever the female Inquisitor was called, it's like she got her head chopped off, and then it's just like her body full.
Yeah. You never saw it, so.
But yeah, I gotta say, like, the stakes are really high in this episode compared to. I know I say this a lot, but this is probably the most, just because of the fact that, like, it's basically like, if the Separatists got a hold of that base, basically they would have like used it and then got an advantage. But,
yeah, against Camino.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, blown up was the only logical thing, because even Cody and Rex knew they both couldn't take back the base alone, because General Grievous and his whole fleet were like above the planet, so like.
There's like several.
An entire battalion of droids. It's General Grievous. So. Well, anyway, my rating, my rating for this episode is 9 out of 10. Easy 9 out of 10. There is one more better episode though, which we'll get onto later. One more better episode, which I think we all know what that is. Yes, it includes Domino Squad. But or what's left of them, lack thereof. Yeah. So 9 out of 10.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna say 9 out of 10 as well. Like, in general, it's a good episode, but like, I don't really know what I'd say was wrong with it, to be honest. Like, it's a good episode, but like, I just don't feel like it deserves a 10 yet. Like, this is just the first season.
It's too early in the game to be like, yeah, this is the best you can do. And plus, I think that it just shows how good they're gonna get at telling stories, because this is a story that doesn't even involve any Jedi. This is just a pure clone story, and it just shows what Dave Filoni and the team can do with clones, and that's cool. We've mentioned in the first episode that clones, they were pretty much like battle droids in episodes 2 and 3, so it's cool that they've been given personalities here.
And also, one more thing. I mean, the inclusion of the commando droids.
Oh yeah, that was good.
Like
That was
badass droids. Why don't they use them in the army? It's like you got these crappy battle droids, and then you got commando droids. Is like they're the most like elite.
Boy, it's not even like the V1 battle droids are like, just weak. They are weak, but they're also stupid. So
The commando droids know how to take people out. they took a droid bait out quick.
yeah, they did.
They're gonna actually
Droid
like
bait in the other
pick. Like literally 3 of them just like blasted them up.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, anyway, yeah.
Next episode.
So season 1, episode 6, Downfall of a Droid.
Mhm.
Personally, I thought this episode, in this 2-episode arc, which is about R2, I think this is the weaker one, because once again we get to see General Grievous in a cool little battle that we'll get into soon in the next episode. But I think this is a solid episode.
Yeah.
Cool Anakin and Ahsoka episode. I like it.
Just stubby. Yeah. Just R3. But
yeah, it shows how much Anakin cares for R2.
yeah, it's kind of funny. When I was watching the episode last night, because I kind of watched them last night as well, but like it was kind of funny how. So after that Rookies episode, I was watching it and I was like, I remembered to myself like there's an episode when like something happened to R2 and then I see the part when R2 disappears. I'm like, oh, it's this episode.
Yeah, I was actually kind of wondering the same thing because I knew it was in season 1. I just didn't know when it was going to come about, but
yeah,
there it is.
You're right then and there. But
I mean, yeah, there's not really much I need to say about this episode. It's a cool. Once again, the thing for me in this episode, it advances Anakin and Ahsoka's relationship, which is something after the movie. They didn't really do a lot in the first couple of episodes. It was just kind of like, oh, General Grievous is here, gotta try and get him. And actually, most of the first episodes were Anakin and Obi-Wan. And I'm just kind of glad that we we get some more time with Ahsoka and Anakin. And Ahsoka even goes, oh, brother, at some of the things Anakin did. And I'm liking it, so.
Puko. The name.
Yeah.
But, I feel like the funniest part of the episode was probably the Trandoshan.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Can't remember his name, but yeah, he's pretty funny.
Yeah, I thought it was cool. But he's also an asshole, so.
But I mean, like, he's a funny asshole.
Yeah, he's a funny asshole.
I mean, we literally get him, like, his first few moments with him farting. I mean, what else can you say?
He pulls out the whole.
Yeah. Just.
Oh.
But, like, in the next episode, he'll have a bigger role.
Yeah.
But.
So.
Yeah.
Not much to say about this episode, personally, now. I mean, is there anything else to add, really? I mean, I don't really. No. Also, wait, one more thing.
Yeah.
Obi-Wan and Anakin banter. Again. It's just just best banter. It shows why they are brothers. And then you actually believe Ewan McGregor in episode 3.
Yeah.
Like,
so you're my brother, Anakin. I didn't show it in the series, but I showed it in the Clone Wars.
And then Hayden Christensen's like, wait, what? Wait, what? You're my brother? Wait, since when? Since when did we have character development? We did in the Clone Wars, Anakin. Not in the Saga movies, though. George Lucas is bad, right?
Yeah, just. God. So, what would you rate this episode?
I'd give it a 6 out of 10, but it's solid. Solid, though.
Yeah. This is probably one of the last episodes I'd probably give it a good rating. So, like, I mean, I'll probably give it like a 5. That's at least a halfway mark. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it was good for Anakin and Ahsoka. Once again, wasn't the most action-packed, wasn't the most interesting. It was just kind of like, It
was just kind of fun. I liked also how the scenes with the Trandoshan kept trying to hide R2.
Oh yeah, that.
Like cool. How R3 kept like trying to turn on everything. You turn on the ID88 whatever's and.
I sorry, but everyone knew R3 was working for Grievous as soon as he turned them assassin droids on. Everyone knew.
Yeah.
Everyone.
It's kind of funny. Also, just the nickname
yeah.
Stubby.
Stubby.
I feel like Stubby would be the nickname for Chopper, to be honest.
Yes.
Because he's a smaller version of the actual astromech.
Please. Chopper, Chopper's the real separatist.
Like separatist moment, Stubby.
Yeah.
But anyway, next episode. Oh wait, yeah, we already did our ratings. Next episode, last episode.
Season 1 episodes. Yeah, the last episode of this review. So
Duel of the Droids.
Season 1 episode 7. Woo! It's a right episode. Not gonna lie. It's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
Mhm.
It's action packed. I like the banter between Rex and the clones first. Rex is all like, next time your character.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say.
Yeah, Anakin and Ahsoka once again. The Trandoshan with Grievous. That was cool. Grievous showing he's lethal. He literally kills him.
Now I suggest.
No, this droid is worth more.
Yeah, just. I feel like the funny part with this one is just so in the video game, I know it's weird, but to mention this, but in the video game, Rex doesn't exactly carry him. He kind of gets pushed off, and he falls through the ceiling.
Yeah, the droid pushes him off here.
I think one of the clones pushes him off, and then he falls through the roof.
Yeah.
But
yeah, honestly, Ahsoka versus Grievous was good.
Mhm.
It
was pretty interesting. Yeah.
I thought that I thought it was cool that we got to see Ahsoka have a lightsaber battle pretty early on.
Yeah. She hasn't had one, right? Like before this.
No, she had a short one with Ventress in the movie, but that was like two. That was like two strikes and then she was out.
2 strikes, you're out.
She cut it from 3. No, okay, but yeah, I thought it was good that Ahsoka got a lightsaber battle early on because, I mean, I don't think we see her have a proper one until later on, right?
I think so. I can't remember who she did it with.
She was someone.
It was probably Ventress. Probably Ventress.
It was probably Ventress. Yeah.
I wouldn't imagine Savage.
It wouldn't be Savage. It wouldn't
She'd die instantly.
It might have been Barasofi. I know that was Anakin.
Yeah, it is.
But anyway, yeah. So I thought this was a good episode. Personally, I'm gonna quickly rate this.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say I'd give this episode a 7 out of 10, solid.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to decide with this one because it has some cool key components, but it doesn't really hold up to rookies.
Yeah.
I'd probably say 6, to be honest.
Damn, fam.
In general, here's the thing. It's a good episode, but R3 did kind of get annoying at times.
Oh, I hate R3. It's like, bro, you're making it so obvious that you work for frickin' Astromech 2. I don't know. Why did I say Astromech? Are you working for
General
Grievous
Grievous?
over here?
Grievous 2.0. I thought it was kind of funny how, with the episode. So, I don't find Ahsoka annoying. You say you find Ahsoka annoying. I find the droid annoying.
I found Ahsoka annoying in the movie. Now she's a little bit better. She's more experienced, but she still isn't. I absolutely adore her character when it gets to season 3. That's when she's at peak.
I feel like for Ahsoka, I like how she kind of has the embodiments of Anakin and Obi-Wan.
Yeah. She has the responsibility of Obi-Wan, but also
the recklessness of Anakin.
Yeah, the recklessness of Anakin. So.
Yeah. So. Anyway, there's no other episodes to talk about, so.
That is pretty much it. And
yep.
This review is significantly shorter than the last one because the last one we talked about the movie, so that's probably why. So expect probably around 20 minutes to 35-minute episodes each time.
Yeah.
This is episode 2. yeah. So final thoughts. I'd say the best episode out of the bunch is Rookies.
Yes,
I'm pretty sure
agreed.
yeah, Rookies. We're agreeing is the best one out of these 6. So that's pretty much it. I guess thank you guys for watching. Check out Lego My Django in the description below, be the top link. Yeah, and that's pretty much all I've got. Also, go subscribe to his channel for Clone Revolution. Make sure to check out when episode 1 drops. I'm telling you, it's gonna be good. I've already seen it.
I think I'm actually going to be dropping it very soon, actually. Now, I kind of wanted to mention this. I don't know when this is going to be uploaded, but it is probably going to be uploaded in the next coming days because I finally got the audio for General Saints.
So this video is going up on Sunday, so if it's already out, go check it out. I've already seen it. I can tell you guys, it is absolutely awesome. Yeah, I saw a preview version of it. So I didn't even see the finished version. So
yeah, so it'll be all surprised.
It's going to be better as well. So
I don't think there's much difference. I think it's just the extra audio for General Saints at the beginning, but that's it, I think. But
well, that makes a difference, I guess.
I mean, like in your version, the conversation between Cody and Saints it's very strange because there's like jump cuts and there's like a line missing. You know? But
yeah, well, that's pretty much it for today's video, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Follow me on Instagram in the description below. Go subscribe to Look at My Django, as I did say before.
Yep.
And that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next one.
Yep.